Behind Hong Kong's modern facade lies a deep belief in mysticism and centuries-old traditions. It's something you can see in everything from the city skyline, where feng shui influenced both the layout and the construction of its buildings, to its festivals and its religious practices. And it's something you can see here, beneath this noisy overpass between Causeway Bay and Wan Chai, where these women offer a unique service, placing a curse on your enemies. For a price, of course. How did Hong Kong maintain its mystical roots, and what can it tell us about the city's identity? It's this question that brought us here to interview someone who engages with superstition on a daily basis. These women here are engaging in a practice called Da Xiu Yan, or villain hitting, a Cantonese ritual that's believed to place a curse on one's enemies that would negatively affect their luck. It's a tradition with roots in Guangzhou and Hong Kong that was originally connected to the month of March, when Gingzik, or the annual awakening of insects, occurs. Today, it's practiced year-round, with women like these offering their services as a spiritual hit woman for as little as 50 Hong Kong dollars.
打小人呢係黑住啲運氣唔好啊，講係同門啲工作啊，有啲小人啊講是講非啊，爭古作界啊，佢話就知佢個名呢就寫落去，唔知呢就唔使寫。但係黑住啲運氣阻滯滯唔順暢啊，講係管小人講係就打身邊小人、公司小人、同事小人、同行小人、喪屍小人，所有小人收晒就 OK 啦。 即係呢衰就唔衰得嘅，唔係話打死佢，即係菩薩去懲罰佢、教訓佢，即係教佢唔好即係好咁多傷碗白瘡、爭古作界、蝦霸人咯。菩薩懲罰佢啲身體唔好、工作唔順、財運唔好啊，屋企架巢屋敗啊咁咯，周身唔似財咯。好似個客人來，佢話照顧個，同佢打小人，佢話俾佢寫咯。 寫自己個名、出生年份咯，有燒人個名就叫佢寫低佢，講係你知呢難就寫難，對就寫對咯。呢又攞個相片來，又俾個膠漿鞋打咯，俾個膠漿鞋打個相片咯。呢個平底鞋呢就打唔爛嘅，就打啲枝嗰啲小人咯，呢就打啲枝小人咯，打爛佢就得㗎啦，一定要打爛，打唔爛都打唔到佢咯。 係啊，一個人好惡咯，好吸人情咯，冇人情味咯。
同事嚟㗎，
同事嚟㗎，係啊。
係本地人嚟㗎。係
啊，本地人，係啊，冇人情味咧，同個背角撈嘅，同個背角撈咁樣嘅，好霸王啊！呢個人啊，呢度寫你個名、出生年份嗬，中山之梟嗬。係啦，拜山拜菩薩，拜山拜。
拜山拜。
係，近日放嘅莊振燕先生，官媒嘅男小人、女小人、身邊小人、公司小人、同事小人，所有啲小人是非化到為塵。打佢個小人頭，成世冇出頭；打佢個小人鬚，有錢就冇得收；打佢個小人頭，衰運就向到老；打佢個小人腳。
You busy?
Not really. Why?
Do you remember I'm doing a documentary on villain hitting?
Oh yeah.
I gave them your photo.
Oh, you gave them my photo?
Mm-hmm.
And what did you do with it?
I gave it to the granny. This is what she did.
Oh wow. Oh, and she burns it.
So do you know who this grandma is?
No, actually I don't.
You don't? So this granny over here is a villain hitter. In Chinese, it's called Da Xiu Yan, right? So what she's doing, you see she's like smashing your photo into pieces.
Uh-huh.
With the high heel, she's cursing you.
Okay. Hello.
It's been one day after being cursed. How do I explain this? I've noticed some things. Some things happened that could be labeled as unfortunate, if you would. My contact lenses haven't been able to fit properly in my eyes. I have no idea what's going on. I've been using the same brand of contacts, and for some reason, out of nowhere, they just don't fit me anymore. So that was bugging me today. More specifically, my left contact wasn't fitting.
Hello?
Hey, what are you doing? Are you busy?
Oh, I just finished recording one of my vlogs for the villain hitting.
Ah, so how has it been after being villain hit?
I don't feel much changes. I actually have some questions about it.
Like, what do you have in mind?
I guess the origins of it and also how it affects me mentally and also maybe spiritually.
Okay, I think I know someone we can talk to. Hi Joseph. Hi, thank you so much for agreeing to do this. I'm Wisha, and over here is my colleague Brian.
Hi Brian. Hi Wisha.
Could you first maybe explain your credentials as an expert on the subject of sort of Hong Kong mysticism or sort of villain hitting in general?
I'm an anthropologist, and my primary research actually was in Taiwan and in South China. And I researched a number of supernatural phenomena and religious phenomena in the Hong Kong area.
What made you interested in studying the spirit and supernatural as an anthropologist?
As an anthropologist, I'm interested in how ideas of what is rational are culturally shaped. And I'm interested in how these ideas make sense. How do they motivate people in a culture? And so that's why I'm interested in spirits, because the belief in ghosts is universal within Chinese culture, and all around the world. But the belief in beating the villain or the petty person, that's specific to the Cantonese area. And I think that because of recent history, it's really only survived in a large practice in Hong Kong.
So in that sense, like villain hitting, is it more of a fortune-based impact or something based on health?
The impact of villain hitting is that it gives people hope. And when people are troubled, this is one of the things that they do to give themselves hope and to try to resolve their problems. Seeking divination is a similar process.
I have to ask, do you think this actually works in a sense?
That's a good question. Does it work? It works in the sense that the person who is trying to get relief from the villain will usually feel better. It relieves their stress. It may even help them broaden their mind and see their problem in a new light, so it can help them. But it doesn't work in the sense that it actually causes any effect, any direct effect on the villain, the person who's being hit.
Villain hitting isn't the only superstitious belief that offers Hong Kongers hope. Fortune telling is also a common practice in Hong Kong, and few places have a higher concentration of fortune tellers than Wong Tai Sin.
Look at all the closed stalls over there.
Do you think we should go to one of them?
This is the headline. That's emotion. This is career and marriage. This is the lifeline. It represents your health conditions. Your health condition, so far so good. Don't worry. I've been working here over 25 years. Basically is that there will, in the Chinese, that many types of the fortune telling. The first one is based on the face reading. The second one will be based on the palm reading. And the third one is based on the birthday, your fate, FAT reading as well. Every person, first of all, even if you have different face, different palm, of course, basically different fortune, okay? But this fortune may be change, whatever, depends the character and the characteristics of each person.
So you can change your own fortune and fate, basically.
Of course. For example, if you see the palm, you may be a lazy one, okay? For example. But if you were hardworking, change. Understand? Some people they say that, I have and people say that I have a good faith, like good fortune, money, whatever, etc. But if he or she unwilling to work, every day just stay at home, how can you make money? Every person's fortune based on two things. That basically is your saying that your life, whatever, etc. The second is your character.
If someone's fortune is bad, is there something that you can do to fix it?
Basically, is that first of all, understand how bad it is, and then I will give some advice to them how to change it. Okay? For example, if some people say that my love relationship is no good, maybe I discover, oh, your love relationship is good, maybe due to your bad temper, or you do not disregard, do not respect the others. How you say that, for example, how your love relationship is good, right? Change or not, it depends on you. If you change that, it will be maybe good for you as well.
So, how do you feel?
Pretty neutral. Before this whole thing, I didn't really have any feelings towards it, and after it was kind of the same.
So, how do you think this whole experience you've had, like, fortune telling, face reading, palm reading, right? How do you think this ties to Hong Kong's belief and culture on mysticism?
Even though I've lived in Hong Kong for half my life, I feel like I don't fully understand the culture that well yet. But from what I do know, it does seem like it does seem very popular, and I think the reason why it is because people sort of need that encouragement.
Like that push.
Yeah, that sort of fortune telling or fortune reading gives a lot of Hong Kong people hope, which I think is something we all need.
So, how do you think he did your fortune telling?
After going through all of this sort of misfortune and fortune reading and all that cursing and all that, I do think it's sort of a good thing or a good message that to be hopeful no matter what comes your way. Yeah.